Hello all you magnificent people, DerpoTheMagnificent here, and today we're finally here at 5,000 subscribers. We're actually at 5,100 now. It's been a little bit since I actually hit the milestone, and I have reasons for why it's taken so long, but we'll get to that later. Anyway, I'm at 5,000 subscribers. That's dumb. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I genuinely wouldn't be doing this without you guys. Y'all viewers, you guys, you personally, you sitting there watching this. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be making videos. Like, legitimately, I'm making this for y'all. And because it's fun. But for y'all. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get on to the Q&A here. This is probably gonna be the last one for a while. I'm thinking probably until like 10,000 subs, because people are kind of getting tired of them, and that's understandable. I just wanted to do this one because it was the only thing I could think of, and I was already super late with the milestone video. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the questions. So, first off, we have Moonlord. He says, "What's up, Derpo? So, what is the armor on your avatar, Mudkip?" So, the armor that he's currently wearing is actually a slightly modified version of this armor that I made a while ago for Terraria. I never actually put it in a mod or anything like that. I just kind of thought of it as a suggestion a while ago, and I gave it the name Decimite. It's like post-Moonlord type crap, and I don't know, I guess it's my dev set. Yeah, that's what Derpo's currently wearing in his main rendition. So, yeah, there's that. Aiden McLaughlin asks, "Do you play any instruments, and if so, do you have a favorite and favorite genre play?" I don't. I do not currently play any instruments. I tried to learn guitar and then gave up, only to realize later that I had actually been making really good progress, but I still gave up, and I regret that, but oh well. And then I'd love to learn how to play the piano. I've just never made the effort to. Ninetail Fury 2 Electric Boogaloo asks, "Will you upload footage of you playing a new Nintendo game, like Mario Maker 2 or Breath of the Wild 2 when it comes out?" Currently, I don't actually have a way to record any console content. You need like a capture card or something like that to do console content, and I can't do that. I just don't have a way to record it. But if I did, I would consider doing a playthrough of Breath of the Wild. That'd be really fun. But currently, no. Temmie717 asks, "Why won't you beat the Duplushi boss?" Because that's just bullshit on bullshit toast. That's SCAL on steroids. It's not gonna happen. Just look at that! What is that? That's some bullshit. It's not happening. Cool Cat the Martian asks, "If you were a video game designer and you everything about making a video game," I assume he means if I had everything to do with making the video game, "what kind of video game would you create? What kind of playstyle would it have? Or what kind of art style?" So, that's a hard question. I haven't really put too much thought into what I would do if I were to make a video game, and the main reason for that is because it'd probably just end up being something like Terraria or Hyper Light Drifter. Like, that's the main reason I haven't put much thought into this, is because my two favorite video games have already been made, so I don't really have any ideas for what I could do that I would enjoy playing more than something like Terraria or Hyper Light Drifter or any of the other games I'm currently playing the hell out of. So, I'm not really sure. Doodles asks, "Why?"
Why? Why?
That is a damn fine question. One that I lack an answer that is damn fine enough to answer. James Thomas asks a few questions. First off, he asks, "How long have you played Terraria?" Some hours, a lot. Let me pull up Steam. On this account, I have 1,491 hours. So just shy of 1,500 hours. And then I have, I think, like 1,000 hours on an old account of mine. So roughly 2,500 hours. And he wants to know how much of that is in Calamity. No idea. Probably at least a couple hundred hours ago. I started Calamity like a couple years ago and played it off and on since then. As for Terraria, I've been playing since 2011. I actually got the game right as 1.0.6 was added to the game, which is when they like added some like furniture and crap to the game. I don't remember. It was a big update at the time, but yeah, I've been playing the game for like 8 years. What is your favorite mod combined with Calamity? Weapon Out. Just hands down. Weapon Out's phenomenal. I love it so much. It's amazing. And he also says, "Love your vids." Thank you very much, James Thomas. It's people like you that make me continue to do what I do. Sir Albatoris asks, "Hey, Derpo, two-part music question. First off, what games have your favorite soundtracks?" That's a big one. Just off the top of my head, let's name a few. We got FTL, Faster Than Light. We got Minecraft, Fury, Super Meat Boy, Binding of Isaac, and all of its expansions, including the anti-birth, the unofficial fan mod thing. Bastion's got a really good soundtrack. Transistor and Pyre, like all of Supergiant games have phenomenal soundtracks. Katana Zero's soundtrack's really good. Nuclear Throne's really nice. Deadbolt, Risk of Rain 1 and 2 are super amazing. Chris Christodoulou is just phenomenal. Shovel Knight and all of its expansions have phenomenal soundtracks. And then just like bits and pieces from other games, but like just off the top of my head, that's what I could think of. And he also asks, why do you not use Calamity music for the Calamity boss fights in my playthroughs? And I already answered this previously, but I guess I'll just go ahead and answer it here. Some songs I just don't find terribly fitting for the boss fights that they're made for. They're good, I just don't think they're terribly fitting. Or if they are fitting, occasionally I'll find something that I think fits better. I got a couple examples that I really like. So first off, an old Danny Baranowski song, Oh Merciful Bullet, I think works really, really well for the Brimstone Elemental fight. I don't like the Brimstone Elemental's theme, so I will almost always sub in Oh Merciful Bullet or something else if I can find it, like I did in the most recent playthrough. And then my other favorite example is using Your Mind by Carpenter Brut for the S-Cal theme fight. It's, I love it so much. In my opinion, it fits perfectly. In my opinion, Your Mind will always be Supreme Calamitas' theme. So yeah, that's why I don't use it. Sometimes I just find things that I think are better. Plus, everyone else who plays Terraria already uses the default themes, and I'd like to shake things up a bit, you know? If you want to see the fights with their default music, go watch literally any other YouTuber that plays those, so yeah. Logan Dunn asks, do you still despise Overhaul? Probably. I haven't tried it. It had like a massive update recently, but I don't intend to try it again. I probably still hate it though. Zyle FM asks, where were you when we were working at the warehouse? What makes them things? What should yet couldn't not do it with that thing it wanted went to win it back? Oh, well, obviously, I was in the broom closet under when they was doing that what was yesterday on the side from Street Built On before. Zyle FM also asks, will you make a video where you are doing a dramatic reading of Dr. Seuss book with some of your buddies? Maybe? I don't know, that sounds kind of fun. Zycat or XYCat, or however else you could pronounce that, asks, what is your favorite Pokemon game? The only main Pokemon game I've actually played all the way through is Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness for the GameCube, and oh my gosh, I love that game. That is a really great game. Haven't played any of the actual Pokemon games, like Diamond and Pearl and X and Y and Alpha Ruby and Alpha Sapphire and Emerald and Fire Red and all that. Never played any of those games. That's a lie. I did try an emulated version of Emerald at one point and got stuck and didn't enjoy it. But XD Gale of Darkness is phenomenal. He also asked, what's your favorite legendary Pokemon? It's a tie between Darkrai and Palkia. I've always loved them. Those just, phenomenal Pokemon. I still have a massive, plush Palkia in my closet, and I don't really remember why I have it or why I've kept it, but I'm going to continue keeping it. And what is your favorite Pokemon generation? Gen 3, because Mudkip. Asby asks, do you watch anime? Yes, I do. This has changed since the last time I was asked this question. Previously, I said no, and I could go into why I never watched anime, but that wasn't the question, so I'm not going to. He also asks, what anime have I watched? So, this is the order in which I have watched them. I started with Trigun, and then I moved on to Cowboy Bebop, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and then My Hero Academia, and then after I got through with that, I decided to expand into things I knew less about. Tried a little bit of Gurren Lagann and Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter, but I didn't really stick with either of them long enough to get into them. I've heard that both of them are phenomenal, but they didn't grab me in the first few episodes, so I just kind of let them slide. And after that, I watched One Punch Man, which was phenomenal. First episode of Cells at Work didn't really grab me, so I stopped. And then I watched all of Death Note, which is really good. I watched all of Kill la Kill, which despite everything it has wrong with it, and all the things, Kill la Kill is an anime that I should not have liked. It was great. I really enjoyed it. And then after that, most recently, I've seen all of JoJo that is currently out. First two parts of JoJo really suck in my opinion. Third part gets a lot better. Fourth part's my favorite. Fifth part, pretty good. There you go. Pharaoh's Ego asks, when will you make a new Derpo character for your intros? I've been meaning to do that for quite a while. I just really haven't had the motivation to do that. I haven't really made any art in a long time, but I really should. I do have some really cool ideas, or at least I think they're really cool ideas, for different iterations of Derpo and how that could play into his character and stuff, which doesn't show up in the channel at all, so it literally doesn't matter, but there's some cool ideas. I just gotta find the motivation to actually work on them. Pixel1124 asks, what's with Joe Squidly? Well, not much is known about the guy. He's some sort of interdimensional being who reigns in the new year with a dance. It seems to be connected to another interdimensional being simply known as the Book, though we know even less about him. Just that he's always around during the summoning of the new year. It's unclear whether or not the dance has any significance, honestly, though it's theorized that when the dance he does is the only thing that starts the year over again, and without it, time itself would stop. So, 007 Cabbage asks, hey Derpo, what is your favorite dish with cheese in it? Anything could be a dish with cheese in it if you're brave enough, but I'm gonna have to go with good old mac and cheese. Also, have you played Dead Cells since that one Mystery Monday? I have. It's a fun game, but the boss fights are so annoying and terrible that they've stopped me from enjoying the game. Legitimately. I love the non-boss fight gameplay in Dead Cells, but oh my gosh, the bosses are bad. Enchanting Vids asks, do you have any hobbies? And if so, what are they? Art. Honestly, aside from the YouTube channel, art is a hobby that I've had for a while. I do all the art for my channel, save for my current profile pic. The current profile pic I have is made by a fan, Jerlu. He's pretty cool, and he made this fantastic profile pic, and I love it, and I just shamelessly traced over it to make my outro Derpo, and I'm sorry, but it looks really good. His version, not mine. I feel like his version looks a bit better, but different styles, so whatever. That's the only other side hobby I have. Main hobby is video games. Hard to believe, I know, and, well, my YouTube channel, so there you go. He also asks, what is your favorite TV show as a kid? SpongeBob. I know it's a little bit of a common answer, but it's the truth. SpongeBob SquarePants has shaped most of my comedy these days, and I still, to this day, laugh to no end at a lot of the old SpongeBob episodes and jokes. Ugh, such a good show. It blows my mind that some people just don't like it for whatever reason. Anyway, Alpaca Raider asks, what is your favorite boss in Thorium? The Grand Thunderbird, Star Scouter, and the Lich are probably my favorite three. He also asks, what is your favorite game that's not Terraria? Hyper Light Drifter. It's... I actually like Hyper Light Drifter more than Terraria. I don't have as many hours into it because you kind of can't really put as many hours into it, but I completely 100%ed Hyper Light Drifter despite how difficult some of the achievements are, like beating the game without dying and getting everything in the game and doing some of the really, really hard challenges in the game. 100%ed it. I love Hyper Light Drifter. It's so damn good. I will recommend it to no end, and everybody should go play it, even though I've met a fair amount of people who don't like it, and I feel like are idiots who don't like it because they're bad. But that's just me being a biased moron. So anyway, there's your answer. He also asks, A, I will counter that. G, Totally Not a Weeb asks, how do you time the songs for their boss fights just so that they stop just as the fight is over? So, sometimes it's luck. Sometimes I get a boss fight, and I'm like, this is a song that I want to put in the boss fight, so I grab it, I slap it in, and it's just magically the perfect length. No problem at all. It's wonderful. I love it when that happens. Other times, the fights will be... there's a couple different situations. Either, like, if the fight is just a little bit too long or just a little bit too short to fit with the song and the timing and all that, then I can just speed up or slow down the footage just a little bit so that it doesn't really look any slower or faster, but it works. It just makes the timing perfect. And if it's too long or too short and I can't find any other song that I think works, then I'll just cut parts out of the fight, or sometimes I'll loop the song. Just anything I can do to make the timing work. Sometimes it takes a while, but I mean, as you've seen, it works out well, and that's my favorite part of editing videos, so I don't mind doing it. And he also says, love your vids, man. Thank you very much. Totally Not a Weeb, although, honestly, you're probably a weeb. Haggis Llama asks, hey, Derpo, what's the best way to get the Arcalis? Maybe you should watch my most popular video on that. But seriously, how are you? You doing good? I'm doing alright, yeah. I'm doing a lot better than I have been in recent years, and that's really good. I currently just got back from a weekend in Greensboro, North Carolina, which I'm in Texas, so it was a 17-hour drive there and a 14-hour drive back, and I got probably an accumulative 10 hours of sleep from Thursday night to Monday morning. So I was up for 35 hours in a row at one point over the weekend. It was that sucked. The trip itself was fun. Getting there was good, but getting there was awful. Once we were there, it was great. God, the drive sucked. But I'm finally recovering. Still pretty tired from that, but I gotta get this video out because, God, it's late enough as is. And yeah, that's how I'm doing currently. Hater Fadil. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's probably wrong, but he says, "Hello there, Derpo. Hello, Hater. Have you thought of making playthroughs for other mods like Shadow of Abaddon, Agents Awakens, or Modern Redemption?" Yes, I'm doing Shadows of Abaddon next. That's going to be the next thing. It's going to be great. I've heard of Ancients Awakened. I don't know anything about it. Never heard of Modern Redemption, though. Maybe I'll give it a look. Zetrol Watson asks, what's going on in your life nowadays? Not too much. The channel, of course, is going on. I work as a delivery driver for Papa John's. So that's something. It's a job that I don't hate, and I work with a lot of really decent people. It's weird. Our Papa John's, for whatever, just keeps hiring really cool people that are fun to work with and just are good people. So super happy about that. And then the YouTube channel is going on. And I have some other things, but they would take a lot of time to go into depth to talk about. Overall, things are going well in life. Thanks for asking, Watson. Random Zack of Kindness asks, will you sing We Are Number One? I don't know the lyrics. Or the tune. I've never heard it. So no, I can't sing it. Can't sing a song I've never heard. Dusty Tony asks, Overhaul?
No.
Here's Theldia asks, would you prefer the power of God or anime on your side? Why choose when you can have both? Plasma Muffin asks, what's one of the funniest things that has ever happened to you? I thought about this for a while and I couldn't think of anything, because things that are funny that happened to me were probably just funny in context at that time with those people. So even if I could think of something, it probably wouldn't be funny to you. So instead, just go watch the video titled Mitchell Robbins' Microwave Soup by Gus Johnson, because that is a really hilarious video and I love it. He also asks, what foods do you hate? I'm not a huge fan of soup. Pizza with any kind of vegetable on it I don't like. Yes, I am a child. I don't like ranch. I don't like mushrooms. And onions. Fuck onions. He also asks, which of your playthroughs have you enjoyed the most? The Fist playthrough. That was my favorite. That was so much fun. Most of the Calamity playthroughs I've enjoyed. I've done 3 so far, and I think I enjoyed all of them. The Death Mode was probably my least favorite, but this most recent playthrough and the first Calamity playthrough I did, I enjoyed quite a bit. So yeah, those. But nothing has topped the Fist playthrough so far. God, that was so much fun. That's a tough one to pronounce. Celione? Sure. One of those. He says, I subscribed for that TF2 video you made a few odd years back. Will you ever make another? I'm really sorry to hear that, man. Cause no, I don't really enjoy Team Fortress. So if you're looking for TF2 content, unfortunately you'd subscribe to the wrong channel. Thank you, but I can't say I'm gonna be doing anymore. So I'm glad you liked that video, but I'm really sorry. I'm not gonna be doing any more TF2. Bianca asks, hi Derpo, what is your favorite music genres and band/artist? Favorite genre? I guess I'd have to say dark synth, maybe? So Carpenter Brut, Dan Terminus, Perturbator, things like that. Love that genre, really good. Otherwise, maybe jazz. Jazz is pretty great. And as for artist, I have a lot. Just to name a few, Darren Korb, Ben Prunty, Carpenter Brut, Chris Christodoulou, all really phenomenal soundtrack artists. They've all done video game stuff. If you're wondering about non-video game stuff, That's a bit of a harder question to answer. I just like one or two things from a lot of different people. There's not really any music artists out there that are non-video game stuff that I've listened to a ton of their stuff and really like. Rush is really good, though. I like a lot of Rush's stuff. I guess we'll go with that. And do you prefer TVs or movies? And tell us your favorite series or movies that you have. I'm not really sure if I like TV or movies any better than the other. I don't know. I watch some. I really like some. So I'll just name some both. So favorite movies, like anything by Edgar Wright, like freaking Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, that other third movie. Oh my god. I've literally only seen 3 of his movies, and that's Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Oh my god, those are fantastic movies. I haven't seen his third movie, The End of the World, or whatever the hell it's called. I don't remember. I should watch it, though, because it's Edgar Wright, and he's fantastic. Oh, Baby Driver, that was it. Frick, Baby Driver's good. Baby Driver's amazing. Go watch Baby Driver. Baby Driver's really good. Big Lebowski is another fantastic movie. I love that movie. That's good. For favorite TV shows, 30 Rock, Scrubs, My Name is Earl, The Good Place is a recent one that I really like. I just really like comedies. But only certain comedies. Things that are like crazy popular generally don't mesh too well with me. Things like Family Guy. I hate Family Guy. I can't stand Family Guy. But yeah, comedies is generally my jam. But I do also like thrillers and darker stuff. For example, like Mindhunter was really good. Fargo was pretty dang good. Mr. Robot was good from what I've seen. I need to continue watching Mr. Robot because dang, that was good. Dark was a good series. I also need to watch the second series of that. The second season of that. The Stranger Things was tolerable. Wasn't one of my favorites, but yeah, it was something. Anyway, I've talked way too long about this. Thanks for the question, Bianca. Totally Noodle asks a lot of questions. First off, he asks, what is the dankest meme you have ever seen? Aside from the very bad memes about beans. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, probably... I'm not entirely sure what dankest meme means, but in terms of just like dumb crap, I've come around on the when you walk in meme, due solely to the YouTuber Grapefruit.
When you walk in,
He also asks, which are cooler, Xenomorphs or Predators? Xenomorphs. Thoughts on Undertale finally being represented in Smash in the form of Sans as a Mii costume? I love it, and the remix of Megalovania is goddamn incredible. So yeah, super happy about that. I was really surprised, and that was awesome. I love that that's in there. Kind of wish he was his own fighter still, but you know, this'll have to do. Will you update your top 15 boss fights given the amount of time that has passed in many games you have played since then? Actually, it was top 10. You call yourself a fan? I've thought briefly about remaking it, but I don't have any plans to currently. I just don't know if I can do top 10s. I don't know if I'm cut out for it, but anyway. He also asks, what is your favorite fruit and favorite vegetable? Mango for fruit, potato for veggie. Has the list of characters you want for Smash Ultimate changed since the last Q&A? I mean, I'd still want Shovel Knight to be an actual fighter, and I would love the Drifter. I think I said that last time, but more realistically, let's say characters from this list of most asked characters. Japan's list? I don't know who that is. Sora is requested. No, don't put Sora in the game. Why? Why do so many people like Kingdom Hearts? Can somebody explain the love of Kingdom Hearts to me? Because everyone I've asked is like, dude, I love that game. That game was my childhood. But then they can't give me legitimate reasons as to why they like it. And a lot of people I've talked to say the game is not good, and the story is just dumb and incomprehensible, and I don't understand the love behind Kingdom Hearts. Is it literally just Disney characters, and that's why it's so loved? I don't get it. Anyway, Dante, that'd be kind of cool. Monster Hunter, no. I don't know who Bleth is. Don't know who that is. Just a random Gundam? No thanks. Raiden from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, I assume? I guess that'd be cool. Sephiroth, don't know anything about him. Probably not. 2B, no. Crash Bandicoot, please shoot me in the face rather than put Crash in. Do not put Crash in Smash. No. Shantae, be cool, but if she got in, then I'd be angry, because then Shovel Knight would have totally just been shafted, and I hate that. Gino, don't know anything about him. Steve, no, please don't. Doomslayer, God, that would be badass. Doomslayer, put him in. Or Master Chief. Master Chief would be okay. I'd prefer Doomslayer. Doomslayer would be awesome. Waluigi, please just put him in. Please. Bandana D. yes. All of my yes. And then UK's isn't much different. There's Rayman, who I also don't want in because I just don't care. Heavy. That'd be kind of cool. A dumb dinosaur. No. And I said Dante, and that's that. So there you go. That I could Doomslayer. Put Doomslayer in. That'd be really, really cool. As for outlandish, that's like stuff that's never, ever, ever gonna happen. The kid from Bastion would be super cool. Rhino from Warframe would be incredible. And oh my god, if they could put Han D from Risk of Rain in Smash, dude. Anyway, favorite movie from the Cornetto Trilogy. What the hell is the Cornetto Trilogy?
Okay, let's check this out. It's friggin' with the Cornetto, the Cornetto Trilogy. What the hell? Oh, that's the Cornetto Trilogy. Well, I already talked about that. I've seen Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead, and I friggin' love those movies. I haven't seen World's End yet, but I need to watch that. But Hot Fuzz is just goddamn fantastic, and I love it. And Shaun of the Dead is also really, really dang good, and you should go watch them if you haven't. So there you go. That's my opinion of the Cornetto Trilogy.
And finally, Nugget Hambo.
Turn it off. Are you in charge of this? Turn it off. Shut this off. Shut them all off. Turn your lights in your house off, too.
Neo Selkit asks, are you ever going to continue the Dark Souls co-op series with Bucket? Doubt it. It'd be cool if I ever got off my ass and did it, but I doubt it. Do you like Marvel or DC? Oh, movies. Oh, I missed that the first time through. Marvel movies, because DC movies are trash. Like, have you seen a good DC movie yet? I sure haven't. Mostly because I haven't seen any Marvel, or any DC movies. I just haven't. I've never. Anyway, but as for just Marvel versus DC, I don't really care for either. I'm not a huge superhero guy. The only thing I like that's superhero related is My Hero Academia. And if you could have a superpower, what would it be? My default answer to that question has always been shapeshifting. Then I would get to do ridiculous things like go somewhere a horse should never be, and then turn into a horse. Straight Pot Stickers asks, if you had the opportunity to go to Area 51, would you rather see Gru or Shrek? I'd rather get shot down on my way in by a guard. Gronky Kong asks, is the patient clam still waiting? You bet your ass he is. He also asks, how does this picture make you feel on a scale from whack to microwave spaghetti? Whew! I'm gonna have to go with, not okay. He also asks, hey Derpo, you want some blades?
No. Blades are for skating. You dingus. It's kind of snowy.
Gronky Kong asks, question time. Opinion on potato chips dipped in ice cream. It's pretty great. He also asks, if you were an Uber driver and a penguin got into the car and said, I'm going to have a stroke now, what would you do? I mean, I guess I'd drive him to the hospital. I don't think I'd have a choice. Alright. And the final question from Cobalium, or Cobalium, either way. He asks, what is your favorite soundtrack from DM Dokuro and why? I'm just going to go with purely Calamity soundtracks, because I don't actually know any of his other music. But yeah, as for Calamity soundtracks, probably, I think two of my favorites are Unholy Assault, the Chicken Nuggets, what are they called? The Profane Guardians. Their theme song, and the Outcast of the Salty Sea, or the Sulphurous Sea, the Scourge of the guy, I just named the song, the Sulphurous Sea Worm, his theme, and the Profane Guardians theme. Those are two of my favorites. I really, really like those. And then you can't really beat Scourge of the Universe. It's such a good theme. It really is. And oh yeah, that's it. Well, we're done. That was only like 60 questions compared to last time's well over 100, I think it was. But anyway, we're done. That's all the questions. So, I guess since there weren't really a lot of questions this time around, if you have any questions that you just want answers to in the comments, like, go ahead and ask them and I'll give them an answer. May as well, right? But anyway, yeah, that's gonna go ahead and do it for the Q&A for 5,000 subscribers. Good God, that is insane. I'm not gonna get over that until I reach another milestone. If I reach another milestone. I'm not sure. Anyway, see you guys when the Shadows of Abaddon playthrough starts up, which should be hopefully pretty soon after this video goes up, because I'm going to have to spend a lot of time editing this video and all that crap, but then it's going to be up, and that's going to be great, and then we're going to play Shadows of Abaddon, and everything's going to be great, and then by that time, hopefully another game comes out that I actually want to start a playthrough on, or I think of something, or I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode off here, because otherwise I'm just going to ramble on for like a million more hours. So, that is it for the Q&A 5000. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for sticking around, especially you veterans who occasionally pop around and leave a comment. You guys are great. All of you are truly magnificent people. With that said, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope y'all have a magnificent day. Derpo the Magnificent out.